So, in this today's session, we shall concentrate on finding the convolution sum between two finite duration signals using tabular method. It is essential that both x of n and h of n both should be of finite length. Then only it is possible to use this tabular method to find the convolution sum. So, consider here this x of n and h n, where x of n is represented here sequentially both this 1, 2, 3 and minus 2 and origin at 2. So, that is the value of x n at n is equal to 0 is 2 here. So, this sample representing at n is equal to 0. This is sequential representation of this discrete time signal. And Hn is 1, minus 2, 3 and this is the origin, that is the sample at n is equal to 0. So, you observe here the left end of Xn here, this is minus 1 and for Hn is also minus 1. So, in this tabular method also we should know how many samples we shall have in the output Yn. So, that is possible if we once understand what is the left end and right end of Yn. So, as usual we find the left end of Yn as left end of Xn plus the left end of Hn, which is minus 1 and minus 1. Therefore, the left end of Yn is minus 2 and the right end of Yn is here you observe that the right end of Xn is 2 and the right end of Hn is 1. Therefore, right end of Yn is 3. So, we observe here that the left end and right end of Yn is from minus 2 to 3. So, total how many samples from minus 2 to 3? So, you observe, so minus 2, minus 1, 0 and then 1, 2, 3, that is total 6 number of samples are required to be find out in Yn. So, that is the total number of output samples that we get is equal to the number of samples in Xn plus the number of samples in Hn minus 1. So, if you observe here there are 4 number of samples in Xn and there are 3 number of samples in Hn. So, 4 plus 3 minus 1 is 6 and that many samples you need to find out for this Yn. Now, to proceed ahead for this tabular method of convolution to find out Yn for this limited values of n, that is of finite duration, what we need to do is we have to enter the Xn and Hn in a table in the first in a table where the first row and the first column of table will be entered by Xn and Hn respectively. So, in the first row we shall as it is enter the signal Xn and in the first column of the table we shall enter the Hn. So, then you will be having the number of columns is equal to the length of the number of samples in Xn and the number of rows will be equal to the length of Hn. Apart from this, you will be having another one for entering the samples Xn and Hn. That is one entire row for entering Xn samples and one entire row for entering Hn and the remaining number of rows and columns that are based on the length of Xn and length of Hn. So, we shall do it by entering it in the cells, but before doing it, so how the other cells is required to be filled out in this table is then each cell in the table shall be filled out with the product of corresponding first row element and the first column element. So, in that particular cell you observe what is their first row element and what is its first column element and that you have to multiply with each other and enter in that particular cell. Once you enter all the cells with the products, then add the diagonal elements of the tabular column except the first row and first column elements. That then you will obtain the output Y of n. So, let us see it by this example. So, see here I have entered the signal Xn in the first row and I have entered the signal Hn in the first column. Now, in each cell So this is each cell. For the corresponding cells, first row and this first column sample is to be multiplied. So this is the first row of this cell, and this is the first column of this first row element, and this is the first column element of this cell. So these two we multiply and enter here. This is 1. Now this is the first row element and this is the first column element, and we shall add here. So when you multiply for that 1 with the 2, you will observe here 2. Then in the next cell, 1 multiplied with 3 we have to enter. Then in the next, 1 multiplied with minus 2 is minus 2. Then minus 2 with 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 with 2 is minus 4. Minus 2 with 3 is minus 6 here. Here minus 2 with minus 2 is 4. Here 3 into 1 is 3. Then 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. Then except this first row and first column, we have to select the diagonal elements of this table and we have to add these diagonal elements and write yn. So first I will collect the diagonal element and write the yn, and then based on that we shall identify the sample at n is equal to 0. So this is the first element in its diagonally. If you see, this is a single element in its diagonal. So we have to leave this first column and this first row, and the other elements diagonally we have to select. So this is the first element. So first sample of yn therefore is equal to 1. Now the second sample of yn to take, you have to select these two diagonal elements and add these two. So addition is definitely equal to 0 and enter here for yn. The next diagonal is this. So we have to add these three diagonal elements. So 3 plus 3 6 and this minus 4 is 2 is the next yn. Next, these three diagonal elements we shall add together all this. So you observe here clearly that 6 minus 6 and minus 2 is minus 2. Then next, these are the diagonal elements. 9 plus 4 is 13, and this is the last element, that is minus 6. So this is the number of samples in yn. Total 6 number of samples you have got. Now where is n is equal to 0? So we have seen that the left end of yn is minus 2. So this is minus 2, minus 1, and this is the 0th element. So we shall mark this. So this sample is at n is equal to 0. So this is our yn. Okay. So this is consider this second example where x of n is expressed in terms of an impulse function, shifted impulse function, and hn is also expressed in terms of a shifted impulse. So you observe both these are finite duration signals. So we can convolve these two by two ways, either by tabular method or by using the properties of convolution, that is linearity property and distributive property. We shall use together and you can solve this. So here we are going to concentrate on tabular method. So we shall do it by tabular. So for that, let me first write xn and hn sequentially. So this is a sequential representation of xn. Now the sample at delta of n plus 1 represents the amplitude of xn at n equal to minus 1. So that is 1. Now delta of n is missing here. So at n is equal to 0, you should have 0 amplitude. Then you observe here at n is equal to 1, you have minus 1. Then at n is equal to 2, you have 0 because delta of n minus 2 is missing from that, and delta of n minus 3's coefficient is 1. So at 3, you have 1. So total number of samples in xn are 5, and then that of hn, this is delta of n first element, that is at n is equal to 0, its coefficient is 1. So hn is 1 at n is equal to 0. This delta of n minus 1 is absent, so at n equal to 1 you have 0, and for delta of n minus 2 coefficient is minus 1, so at n is equal to 2, hn is minus 1. So first write xn and hn in the sequential form. Now enter in a table. So we shall enter xn in a first row and hn in a first column. So and before proceeding, how many number of samples we shall have? This is 5, this is 3, 5 plus 3, 8 minus 1 is 7 number of samples we need to be calculated, and the left end of yn is minus 1, right end is 5. So let us enter here xn and hn in the first row and the first column. So xn is entered in the first row and hn is entered in the first column. Now each of these rows and columns, let us multiply and enter in the corresponding cell. So this 1 into 1 we shall enter here, 1 into 0 we shall enter here, 1 into minus 1 we shall enter here, this 1 and 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1. Now this is 0, and when you multiply with all these elements, so all these row elements you will get 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0. Here minus 1 with this 1 is minus 1, then with 0 is 0, minus 1 and minus 1 is 1, here it is 0, and here minus 1. Now let us add these elements diagonally. So this is the first element that is needed to be considered. This first sample of yn. So first sample of yn, that is 1. Then the second sample we have to take this 2 diagonally, and you see, observe that the addition is 0. Then we have to take the next diagonal. This is minus 1 and minus 1 is minus 2. So here minus 2. This is the next diagonal, all the diagonal elements of 0. So next yn sample is 0. Next to that 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 0, 2. So let us enter here. Next elements are 0. So 0, and the last one here remaining is minus 1. So let us enter here. Now n is equal to 0th sample. If you see, yn start from minus 1. So this is at n is equal to minus 1, and this is the origin sample at n is equal to 0. So this is yn. So I hope that you will do this for xn and hn. So I expect you to pause this video, enter this in a table, get the solution of this particular example, and resume the video and see whether your answer is correct or not. Okay. So I hope that you have done it correctly. So first let us write the right hand and the left hand of yn. So the left hand of yn is hn starts from minus 1, xn with 0. So minus 1 and 0 is minus 1, and the right hand is, this is 3 and this is 2. So right hand is 5. So total number of samples, 5 plus 2 are 6. 6 samples we have to get. This 4 plus 4, 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 number of samples we require. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So total 7 number of samples we need to calculate for yn. So I have entered here xn in the first row and hn in the first column. So corresponding element, let us go on multiplying and entering in the table. 1 into 2, 1 into 3, 3, 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 3, 6 here, 2 into 1, 2. 1 into 1, 1, then in this cell 1 into 2, 2, in this cell 1 into 3, 3, then in this cell 1 into 1, 1. So minus 1 into 1, minus 1, minus 1 into 2, minus 2, minus 1 into 3, minus 3, minus 1 into 1, minus 1. Now let us diagonally select the elements and add. So this is the first diagonal element, and that is first sample of yn. Let us enter here for yn. The next diagonal elements, these 2. If you add, the next yn sample is 4. Next diagonal elements are this 4 plus 3 plus 1, that is 8. Next this 6 plus 1, 7 plus 2, 9 minus 1 is 8. The next elements are this 3 plus 2, 5, minus 2 is 3. Next is this minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, and this last sample minus 1. Now the origin is yn starts from y minus 1. This at n is equal to minus 1, and this is the origin. So let us mark that. Okay, I hope that you have understood and enjoyed this methodology of tabular column, tabular method of finding convolution sum. So thank you very much, dear students, for your patience hearing.